One in the house. And then it looks like two of the usual suspects. Hmm.
Can I say something?
Hey, no. You are not allowed down there. Hey, no. Sorry, cat. An Eevee. And the reason my cat's not allowed down there is because at one point she unplugged my computer while I was doing stuff. I lost a lot of progress. He sure Shellos is the best. You're wrong if you say otherwise. Well, let's see what Arzu can offer to us. Not really a huge fan, but she also offers some new colors too. Well, then we just become default Dawn that way. Become Sakura. She doesn't really do much for us yet. She expands what she can do later. Yes, quite. Can wear a bowler hat now. Oh yeah, I forgot about those. The festival masks. They're actually pretty humorous. Who in the fashion would be that big at this point in the series? Too bad they don't have the rose-tinted glasses. Oh yeah, a candy shop opens up too. They're just EXP candies. His inventory expands as the game goes on. Right now, he doesn't have anything too special. He just has some medium candies, but the problem is it's very expensive. I don't recommend this. I never really do. Getting levels is not exactly difficult anyway, for the most part. Once you get to a certain point it is, but we'll get there when we get there. Should I give her the alpha? That'd be kind of funny. I'll give it the alpha, just because that would be funny. Just have a giant crow gunk in his office. You might give him a little more than you bargained for. A lot of people believe that she is an ancestor of the Nurse Joyce. She's actually an ancestor of Mira, one of the tag team trainers in Diamond and Pearl. But it makes sense that she would also be a nurse. I like being able to turn in requests just like right then and there. It's pretty handy. I commend you on your successful research on the Pokemon living in the Crimson Mirelands. Your next orders are to begin survey of the Cobalt Coastlands. Coastlands. I will let you know in advance. There are no Pokemon nobles in Coastlands. Allow me to explain. We did have a lord in the Coastlands until a few years ago. A tragedy took him from us. Now we've had reports of people seeing strange shadowy figures on the island the Lord used to call his home. We have also received word from both the Security and Supply Corps. It seems some of their members were attacked by a ghost while out gathering materials around Fire Spit Island. These are serious concerns, and moreover, my clan just can't tolerate this desecration of our late Lord's seat. Normally I entrust this to our warden in the Coastlands, but her situation is complicated. I trust my intentions are clear by now. I hereby order you to investigate these reports. I'll meet you in the Cobalt Coastlands. Ah, that is a mouthful. I do love it there. It's a beautiful area. Oh, and I know this must be a bewildering situation to be dropped into. I'm sorry. Think nothing of it. She is a talented and hardworking member of the Galaxy team. I'm sure she will sort things out. Indeed, should I quell the Lord of the Woods, I've seen both her strength and her kindness firsthand. The next area for you to investigate will be the Cobalt Coastlands. I'm just going to stop. It is farther afield than the Crimson Mirelands, much farther, and the path is long and trying. With your current rank, you should be capable of braving the Cobalt Coastlands. You know your mission. Investigate Fire Spit Island. Cobalt Coastlands. Why can I just not say that? Hey. Any more requests? Nope. Okay. Anything interesting, Genter? Nope. Alright. So that guy needed some... Let's just go ahead and store all this. Okay, need some hopo berries. I'm just going to take them all. Raspberries, good thing I decided to do. Buy those from Genter. And he needed some hardy grains, which I have plenty of. It's one of these houses. I forget which one it is. It's what always bothers me about this. Ding! V! So the Jubilife muffin is essentially like the old Gateau or things like that. They don't really serve any purpose. They're just essentially an extra full, a different full heal. That's all it is. Which is interesting because you can make full heals anyway in this game. So I don't know. Feels like a bit of a throwaway thing, but every single Pokemon game has to have one consumable that acts like a full heal. Remedies are essentially the heal powders. So, while they work and are cheap to make, they are very bitter and your Pokemon will hate you for using them. Me, I'm going to buy the recipes for the cakes because we're going to need them. It makes sense that a full heal would take all 4 of the major berries. I think it would take the Lumberry too, but nah. At least they're not that much of jerks. I'll buy the recipe for the ether. I'll buy the recipe for the remedies because I think we need them for a side quest later. I might as well buy the X items. Yeah, if it seems like the music is about to reach an extra climax, it's supposed to, but it doesn't, because we haven't gotten that far enough in the game just yet. You'll understand why this place is called Jubilife Village before too long. Okay, so let's sift through a few of these Pokemon. I'm not going to release them yet because I want to gain the ability to release Pokemon en masse. So, I think we got to work on that a bit more. No. You're exactly the same as the other one! Neutral. No. You're not bad. No. Neutral. And another one. Interesting. Okay, so put you on the back burner for now because I have different plans for you. I'm going to take the best of these Rhyhorns because Rhyperior is actually a monster in this game. Well, looks like our winner's going to be one of the neutral nature ones. Definitely not you. Now I want to keep Espeon around. Plus speed on that, Yanma. That's pretty good. And interruption time. Ah, if it isn't Shunai. Though I suppose it's to be expected that I'd run into you in the village. Where are you going to study Pokemon next? The Cobalt Coastlands. Oh, the Cobalt Coastlands? Paulina's certainly in a bit of a situation over there. She's a warden, and yet she has no noble to see to. There are even some people in the Pearl clan that speak ill of her, though not to her face. Oh, but do forgive me. Perhaps I shouldn't be airing dirty laundry. Piece of advice, then, as an apology for wasting your time. Some Pokemon are strongly affected by certain stones which hold mysterious power. With the right stone, you can even evolve some Pokemon. You need look no further than Cleavor for proof of that. What I'm trying to say is basically this. If you and the Survey Corps want to learn all there is to know about the Pokemon of this region, then the stones you find throughout history will be very important. There's even a tale of a stone that contains the power of creation. The very same power Almighty Sinnoh used to create the universe. I trust you'll take my advice to heart and not underestimate how important stones can be. To help grind this fact into you, here, I'll give you some rather handy stones and things I found. And should you want some stones that can help Pokemon evolve, I believe the Ginkgo Guild has them from time to time. I believe that's a tip now that they start selling them occasionally. Typically it's just Ginter, because this guy just sells you materials you typically won't find. Although his inventory has expanded a bit. Wonder why this guy hasn't given me the side quest yet. Do I have to trigger through conversations with him. Okay, so, since this is Lake Valor and the Swamplands, this is Veilstone City, what would become Veilstone City later, as well as Sunny Shore City, what would become that, and the routes around it. That's about it. There's also a volcano up here. That is actually Stark Mountain. Now, at this point in this series, the island that Stark Mountain is on is actually kind of small. So within the next couple hundred years, we have it expand to an actual pretty good-sized landmass. Oh, pardon me. The Cobalt Coastlands. A simply lovely corner of Hisui. Sea and sky as far as the eye can see. What kinds of Pokemon await us here, I wonder? Water types? Or flying types, perhaps? Ooh, I simply can't wait to study them all. Now, I'm sure you're just as excited as I am to research this area's Pokemon, but let's not forget that you've a mission to accomplish. So, any questions before you get started? About Fire Spit Island. Indeed. Fire Spit Island is an offshore volcano. You'll need to cross the sea to reach it. I'd advise you speak to a fellow called Icecan. He's one of the Diamond Clan's wardens, and will surely help you find your way. Alright. I do love the flute. It feels as if its tones carry to the very ends of space. But I am here and so are you, so now I'm going to focus everything I have on battling you. I'm game. Very good. You have seen the vast space beyond the rift. Here I come. I don't understand where these Pokemon stay this entire time. Also, this is a bad matchup. I say that because now she has an extra Eevee fighting alongside. Where in the world did this come from? Tip: Glaceon's physical defense is not as good as its special defense. Well, that costed me my Dartrix, but that was... now I feel better. The world is vast and I am small within it. Thank you. Allow me to heal your Pokemon. Alright, with you, I think... With you, I can be frank. I can't afford to look weak in front of the Diamond Clan's leader or your commander, but in truth... I sometimes wonder how I've ended up with the burdens I bear. You see, we have a warden in the Coastlands, a lovely woman named Paulina. But she tends to no lord or lady, and she will not raise a successor to fill the late lord's empty seat either. Some people have started to question her worthiness to be a warden at all. But Lena, that is to say Paulina, she's very dear to me no matter what anyone might say. We were both in the running to become leader of the Pearl Clan. We strove to surpass one another, but she taught me a great deal too. Having said all this, I have a favor to ask of you. Please help her raise the Pokemon she looks after into the true heir to his father, the late Lord. With the help of your strength, I think our late Lord's heir would grow into a worthy successor, and if he succeeds, it should silence Lena's naysayers. I don't know of anyone I trust more to help with this than the person who helped the Pearl Clan by quelling Kleavor's frenzy. You'll be able to find Lena up on the headland. Head down this hill and turn left. You should find a slope leading up onto the ridge. It's called Veilstone Cape. Yeah, we couldn't be any less subtle, could we? Anyway, the one Pokemon that fella was talking about with the weird tail is it's Glameow. Pokemon I was never too crazy about. Pearl players have it rough because they get this instead of Stunky. And in my opinion, Stunky is better. Stunky is better than the cat. I said it. But one thing I always found absurd is that Glameow's evolution Perugly has a higher speed stat than Latios and Latios. It has a higher speed stat than legendary Pokemon. What? I don't know how they get away with that. But here we are. Anyway, that should be enough data for Glameow. So let's head up this way. And capture these Spheal while I'm at it. You know, of all Pokemon to disappear from Hisui, why was that one of them? Sinnoh is cold, perfect for Ice-type Pokemon. And yet we end up with, like, what? 2 or 3 Ice-type Pokemon? I never understood that, why Ice-type Pokemon were so rare in Sinnoh. Well, at least the original versions of Sinnoh. Ah, yes, I love the music here. It's a version of Route 210 from Sinnoh. Also Skorupi. Mothim, eh? Mothim's an aggressive Pokemon. Don't know why, but Moths are not known to be that aggressive. That's a big Motham. Alright, if that's how it's going to be. Not a chance. Also, do be careful because there is an Alpha Drapion. There's always an Alpha Drapion here. Another interesting Pokemon. It's actually not bad. Its typing being Dark Poisons. Actually a pretty good combination. It only has one weakness. That is ground. And that's nothing to take lightly. Well, might as well try to capture a Beautifly. What's here while I'm at it? I need more than that, huh? Alright. Ha! Imagine collecting an item instead of defending your trainer. Nice to know where your priorities are, Luxray. Not bad. I'm just going to ignore them. They're not worth the time. We're going to encounter a lot of them later anyway. Oh, I wasn't expecting that. Okay, just go ahead and annihilate that Paris. Hey, there's the final Burmy, by the way. Thought I'd try. Not bad. See, I would make a little more sense if this was Veilstone proper for it to have the trash cloak, but I don't really know why it's here now. That's that way, Palmar. The little jerks. And that's going to be all the time that we have. So until next time, Ryo Nakage 33 signing off.